Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video that's a little bit different. It's more lifestyle oriented and it has to do with school and your kids. So today is Wednesday, and I may not get this up today, but I'm just saying that it's Wednesday because currently some states are wanting to open up schools in the fall, and I know some parents and teachers are very concerned with this. Sorry for the background noise, but I really wanted to do an outside video today. Um, and I think a few hours ago I saw where the administration does not want to follow the CDC guidelines that they implemented for these schools. So I wish I could say that I understood what stress and strain this is causing parents, but I don't, because for the past 3 years or so, I've had my middle schooler, he's currently a middle schooler, he's been going to an online school. And the reason why we did that was because we were moving around a lot. And my husband's last year's in the military and getting out into his next career. So we moved 3 or 4 times in the span of 3 years. And it was also partially his decision. And I was actually going to do a video or blog post just specifically about virtual schools. And I had interviewed my son for it. But things have changed. And I know a lot of parents are worried. It's an option for those whose kids, if you have to go to work, your kids are old enough to be at home, or there's somebody else at home, or even if you are working from home, because I know I'm not a teacher. I have a degree, I've had businesses, I know things, but I know I am not a teacher. But I wanted him to have a program where he did have actual teachers and he had actual school support, and we really loved the flexibility of it. So I guess I can speak to the real positive sides of it, and I will link his school below. And yes, it is a referral link. Your child gets full support from the teachers. They have their own account. As a parent, I can log into the account, I can see his portal, what he's doing, I get the emails with his grades. So I am a part of the process. I'm just not the one teaching him. I'm not the one grading him. So my job, my role, then takes on that of ensuring that he's getting the work done, and that, he finishes his school year in a good amount of time. And also, I consider myself there for enrichment activities and other online things that he can do, since we can't do our traveling. We usually travel with them and have them experience, museums and cultures in different areas. And since we can't do that now, I was worried about additional enrichment. I lived in Europe, and I traveled all over Europe. I mean, everywhere. I was going to France on the weekends. I went to Russia with my father. I've been to Poland. I've been to Italy. I've just traveled all over. I was traveling in the womb, basically. So now that we can't travel, enrichment is huge for me, and I will cover that and the resource that I really love in that avenue, in that realm of enrichment, I will cover in another video. The school he goes to is based in Florida, and again, your child can work at their pace. So my son does school on the weekends. He does it during the week. He does it when he wakes up. I mean, it's online. The assignments are there. Teachers have office hours, so if he needs help, he can send emails, and they are very quick to respond to his questions. There's clubs. There's certain clubs that they have, just like regular school has. My son's naturally smart, I would say, definitely in the technical realm. So he does really well. His grades are really good, and I'm not concerned at all that he's not getting the same education. He's actually the one who approached us to continue on when we wanted to put him in school in another state, and he just thought that school just took too much time doing other things besides learning, and he thought that that was a waste of his time because there's other things that he preferred to do with his day. So he kind of came up with a really cogent reason why he wanted to continue virtual learning. I don't call it homeschooling because I want to separate that out, because virtual learning to me is, again, not us teaching him. It's secular. I do believe that this school does have a curriculum if you are, a Christian base, and he absolutely loves it. It fits his personality. He's more of an old soul kind of person, so kids his age are not his real cup of tea. He likes adults. He likes to do more adult focused things. So for us, it's been a good fit, and that's why we just kept doing it, and then putting him in other activities, where there would be kids his age, or should I say teens, because now he's 14. But of course, all of that has stopped now. So he's not missing anything as far as social or sports. He's not into sports. He was into acting. He did do some national acting. And now he's very, like I said, tech gamer oriented, teaching himself coding and taking courses like that. And the reason why I'm making this video today is I'm concerned for parents who need this as an option, that they may not be able to get into a school. I don't know what the cutoff is as far as, how many students they're allowed to have, but I'm sure obviously it's got to deal with what the teachers that they have can handle. Their systems can handle it, and I'm sure they're going to be getting inundated with parents who are not accepting, and I don't blame them, who are not accepting the standards for sending kids back to school this fall. So there are options. All you need is a computer and internet. Our son had a computer, from us, and then he decided he wanted to build a computer. So at Christmas, we got him everything he needed to build his own computer, and that's the one that will be pictured here with this video, either the thumbnail or I'll splice it in, but that he did that himself when he was 13. So it covers his needs. Your kid can go to school on the weekend. Your kid can do school in the evening. Whatever works best for your family, especially during, what's going on. It's just, I'm not going to call this a new normal, because to me, a new normal will be when things are under control, and there's a medication or a vaccine or a slowdown or something. Right now, we're still just going through it and sending kids to school. Look, we didn't even handle the school shooting issue before this happened, and now we're going to put this on top of it. But like I said, I don't have a dog in this fight, except that I'm an empathetic person, and if I know something that I think will help people, I will put it out there. And I'm also friends with several teachers, and they are very, very concerned. They're concerned. They miss their students. They want to see their students. And everybody's rightfully concerned that this isn't good for the kids. So if you feel strongly that this is not the situation you want your kids in, or you want to try something different because you do have to go to work, or you don't want to deal with the homeschool type stuff of building a curriculum, even secular, you still have to build a curriculum. You still have to, hit these benchmarks, and that's just not my thing. I there's other things. I'm more of a life skills teacher, more of a travel teacher, more of a culture teacher, than I am actual books, book teaching. I just don't. I tried it. Yeah, didn't work. So I will link his school below, and if you have questions, you can leave them below. I don't get lots of comments on my videos, but I always tell you, if you have a question, you can leave it below. You can hit me up on Instagram. But everything you should be able to find about the school will be in the link that I put below, and they are also open to phone calls and questions. I'm sure they're getting hit up, or shoot an email. It is July, and it is something to think about. There's a lot of positives for virtual schooling. The biggest con, I guess, would be is if your kid's very social, or if your kid has been in sports for many years and wants to build on that. But if not, then why not? It's an option, and I wanted to share it with you guys, because I've kind of been sitting this one out as far as school goes, because when COVID hit, it wasn't a worry. My daughter's campus went online, and they announced a while ago that they're going to stay online. So I didn't have that issue with my kids. So the only person leaving our house every day is my husband to go to work. And but I am concerned for my friends with kids, and I am concerned for my friends who are teachers. Adapt and overcome is a military phrase, and this is something I feel is too important not to share and not to give my opinion, since we have been experienced parents of a virtual schooler, and actually going to school online. My daughter graduated high school 2 years early because she was just finishing out a year when we had moved during the school year, and she just kept going at her pace, and she ended up graduating at 15 years old. So there's a lot of flexibility, and in the frustration and the concern and the worry, something good can come out of this for your kids. And it may not be what you had wanted or what you planned, but your concerns of safety, at this point are valid. Really, really valid. But all we can do right now is the best that we can and what's in our control. So what's in your control is making the decision to send them to school or not. And so I was just offering an option if that's not something that you're looking to do this fall. So all right, I will see you in my next video. Thanks for listening to me and joining me outside. It is gorgeous today, a little warm, but I just wanted to get some good air. So I'll see y'all soon. Bye.